I'm also going to show off a system corruption um, build that I think is, if you had the right roles, it would be great. I just want to show you what it can do. It's not necessarily the greatest roles on these pieces. It's more of the fact that what it can do. And there's a bunch of things it can do. Let me just make sure that this is all good. Okay, yeah, it is. I just gotta set this up real quick. If it lets me. It's kind of slow. Oh my god, it's slow. Gotta get a faster PC one of these days. Okay. Let me just get this going. Okay. Whoops. Oh, this is so slow. It's my PC. So we're gonna take this right here. Okay, this is not cool. Um, Whoops. I'll be right back. Just give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay. Whoops. Okay, what is going on here? Okay. Oh, we haven't found anything yet, so hopefully we do. There's one.
Another agent has joined your group.
Hopefully we can get some more build-outs too. Where is it? Okay. Come on, find some people before... You know what's gonna happen if you don't. So I saw a new roadmap for the Division 2, and it's kind of making me kind of wonder what they're doing. They're not going to abandon the game. I know that. It's not that. It's just I'm wondering if the content that's coming in December is going to get delayed. It kind of looks like it is going to get delayed. The $1,000,000 question I'm asking here is, where is the specialization revamp? They said that it was going to be out in the summertime, and it's not. It got delayed. It was supposed to be coming out soon, and haven't heard anything about it. Like, are they still going to do it, or what? Or did they just give up? Of course, it doesn't help that people are saying the game's dead, too, right? I mean, these bugs, if they don't get fixed, could kill the game, but...
Another agent is now in your group.
I have faith that this game can come back. They did it in the first one. The first one was on the verge of dying, and they brought it back. Just barely. But then Chronovis Max came out, and yeah, the game's still strong. It's still got a... Well, there's a lot of people playing the first division still. I do sometimes.
Another agent has joined your group.
Like if we're talking about like skill wise, I love the Division 1. If we're talking about like gameplay, like as in smoothness and stuff like that, then the Division 2 is better. Because there's no... it's really late, and I don't know how to say it. It's really jittery. But I'm on PS5, and it wasn't designed for this. It wasn't designed for the first division. So I understand why it's a little jittery. They could fix it with a patch, but I mean, why would they go back and fix the first one, right? It just wouldn't make sense to go back and fix a game that's, you know, they've already stopped really doing much with. They still do events in the game, which is great. The Dark Zone is different, but still kind of fun, but you still got to watch out for, you know, your usual suspects that might not be playing fairly. Other than that, we're good. Usually it's pretty good there. It's not as bad as it was before, like in the very beginning. Like when the Cronus Max got really bad. It's not so bad now. Mind you, if more people keep playing Division 1, it might. Alright, so in this video, I am going to show you why you need to start getting your ass in gear and getting some system corruption. They did say eventually they were going to come back and look at this gear set and revamp it. So, but right now, I want to show you what it can do. It's not super strong. It's not the fact that it's super strong. It's what it can do. The first thing it's going to do is those hunters are going to try to disrupt me. And they're going to probably fail miserably. Because I have a 99.7% disrupt resistance right now. That's not the point, though. The point is what this can do. Because a lot of people think that system corruption, it just gives you bonus armor and some, you know, it gives you some weapon damage as well. What they don't know, and a lot of them don't realize, is the other thing it can do, which is it can also increase your damage per second on bleeds and burns by quite a bit. Like my chem launcher, for example, or no, my pestilence, sorry. My pestilence bleed went up 92,000 damage per second when I activated Hack Step Protocol when I had full stacks on something. Like, that's crazy. And I'm running the vial mask for something to do. I'm waiting for this. I'm waiting for this this hunter to try to disrupt me. Seriously? Okay. Well, I'm gonna get this one since we're waiting.
System malfunctioning.
Wait. What? He shouldn't be able to disrupt me with 99.7% disrupt
System
resistance.
restored.
Mind you, it didn't last long. Why are you still disrupting me with a 0.3% chance of doing so? See the damage difference? That's what I'm saying. Nice try, asshole. See my damage per second? That's crazy, eh? I went from... Now I gotta figure out why he's fucking disrupting me. Or why he can disrupt me like that. He should not be able to disrupt me. Seriously, look. Whoops. Look at my fucking disrupt resistance. 99.7%. He should not be disrupting me at all. The chances of him disrupting me are so fucking thin. It's like winning the lottery. That's how fucking... That's the odds of him disrupting me. And I don't know how he's disrupting me every time. He should not be able to do that. Because people cannot even do that to me when I have this kind of disruption resistance. That's fucking ridiculous. Okay, where are we going? Let's go. Come on. Figure this out.
Shade tech detected.
Okay, so we have to neutralize.
Rogue sniper turret detected. Hostile sniper turret detected.
Alright, get that. First server's down, let's go.
Rogue striker drone detected. Hostile striker drone detected. An agent needs assistance.
Is that other server down yet? Come on.
Rogue assault turret detected.
Come on, take it out.
Hostile assault turret detected.
Okay. So we already know that that happens. Want to see if he can disrupt me. Nope.
Incoming. High risk hostile.
Oh, he's up here.
Evacuate the facility. Area secure.
Mm-hmm. That's fun, that's fun, it's fun. So that's what I said, like, something's not dead though, because I didn't heal all the way. So what's not dead? Anyways, so yeah, so a lot of people think that, like I said, they think system corruption is all about the bonus armor and all about the weapon damage. But what they forget is it also increases your, like I said, it also increases your skill damage by a little bit. Well, I don't know how much
Rogue
that is
striker
exactly.
drone
I don't have an
detected.
exact number for you on that one, but it definitely
Hostile
does
sniper drone
because
detected.
um,
Rogue
when
sniper
I
turret
apply
detected.
when I apply like
Hostile sniper turret
the
detected.
pestilence, the bleed, fire,
Rogue
anything that
incinerator
has to
turret
make them
detected.
bleed or whatever over time,
Hostile incinerator
my
turret
hackstep
detected.
protocol is making it do like
Rogue assault
like
turret
I think it's like
detected.
80 to 90,000 more damage per second
Hostile
for 10
assault turret
seconds.
detected.
So, I mean, get out of the fucking way.
Incoming. High risk hostile. Area secure.
You can head over to the cooling tower.
Oh, the cooling tower. My least favorite version of this. So, system corruption is good in 3 different ways, right? I can turn around and I can put on this guy and get some stacks, and it's ridiculous on how much damage I can make it do.
Agent, you're in. I need you to fix that cooling tower.
Plus, yeah, and plus it makes the tick stronger as well. Bleeds, debuff bleeds, you name it. I think people forget about that.
So, the system is overheating and steam is building up in those pipes. I'm gonna need you to find a way to release some pressure.
I hate this one. This is like the one um, thing on Countdown I can't stand. I wish system corruption was in here. I really do wish system corruption would make its way into this. I know it's time that it needs, since they're not going to rotate it through the dark zone like they used to, then they need to start bringing it to be a part of the loot pool and make a new gear set be like a dark zone thing. Because you can't really make a gear set be a dark zone only thing when the dark zone has a bunch of cheaters in it. You know what I mean? Like it's just, that's stupid.
Oh, that's worked. Now that the pressure is stabilized, we need to shut off that steam.
Evacuate the facility. 5 minutes to lockdown.
Come on, let's get this shit done. Come on, guys, get the pipes destroyed. Let's go.
Great. Now that's under control. You just need to vent the remaining steam, and you should be good to go.
Incoming. High-risk hostile.
Fuck out of the way. I think he's behind me.
Rogue airburst seeker mine detected.
Come on, get this shit done.
Hostile airburst seeker mine detected.
Watch this. Just get the rest of this shit done. I'm supposed to vent this? Okay, come on guys, we're gonna die. Alright. We need to figure out... It's bugged. That's just great. It's friggin' bugged. Great. Great. So we're gonna have to fail this objective because of that. I've never seen that happen before. I wait. It's showing something over here. Where'd that? Where? Oh, right here.
Lockdown in 1 minute.
Come on. I need to get up higher. I don't think it's a bug. Maybe it is. It's not going down. It is going down. It's just not going down as fast as I'd like it to.
Emergency lockdown protocol is complete. Reactor offline.
Vent the steam, and you're good to go. Hey, you tried.
So I fixed the bug,
We'll need all the help
but it was
we
too
can
late.
to get it back
I
online.
finally figured out where the missing piece was because it wasn't marked. It is a bug,
When you're ready to come home,
but we could
shoot off a flare.
have done this. We could have done this if we would have figured this out sooner. Damn it. That's the first time I've seen that, actually, to be honest. I've never seen it bugged like that before, where you can't vent the steam. And it was going to let us vent the steam. The minute we blew that up, it wasn't marking what we had to hit, though, because normally it does, right? Normally it marks all your targets that you need to kill, or you need to take out before you can vent the steam. And it just bugged out and stopped showing us where to hit, so we just had to like do this until we found a red marker, which I did, but it was too late.
Get on that helo. You've got hunters incoming.
Oh, they're all going that way. This is gonna be this is just, I have a feeling it's just have a bad feeling about this. The good news is they shouldn't be able to disrupt me. They have a 0.3% chance of... Nope, didn't disrupt me. See, I'm not disrupted.
When you're ready, send up a transfer for us.
Hostile striker drone detected.
Agent down. Get out of there.
Rogue assault turret detected. Hostile assault.
Hold tight. Helo inbound to your location.
Agent down. An agent is no longer in your group. An agent needs assistance. Agent deceased. Serious trauma.
Agent
Hold on.
Get out of there.
I'm only on 8. I've been focusing on builds and
Let's
shit.
get you home. Agent down. Get out of there.
Don't worry, they're coming for me
Agent
next.
has left your group.
Everybody's dead.
Agent down.
Board the helicopter, okay.
Agent down.
Ooh, that didn't even hurt me. I don't think I'm gonna make it, but I can try it.
Agent down.
I got 20 seconds to make it. I'm not gonna make that.
Deceased.
They're gonna kill me.
An agent has left your group. Vital signs critical.
Yeah, I knew I wasn't gonna make it. All the hunters are still
Get out
alive.
of there. We lost
Everybody,
the plant.
everybody left. Everybody left, and everybody bailed. So what? Let me just look and see if I missed any questions that you might have asked. And the reason why is because I have all my comments, like all the comments are held for review, and the reason why I've got them held on review is not because I don't like people commenting. It's because these porn bots keep coming into everybody's channel, so I've got all the comments on held for review so that I can try to curb that issue. So I'm gonna look and see. There we go, I saw it. I'm only on, let me see. I'm only expertise level 8 because I've been focused, like I do a lot of videos, like gameplay videos and stuff, so I didn't really focus on my guy. I'm starting to do it now. But I was trying to show people something very interesting with system corruption. I gotta switch this out because I was playing around with this. I use this for this shit. This as far as the weapon goes, no. So what I was trying to show people is this. System corruption is, like, everybody thinks that it's all about bonus armor and it gives you, like it gives you more weapon damage. But what they don't realize is it also increases your skill damage for 10 seconds as well. It also increases your ticks for 10 seconds as well. So if I have this, I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Watch and learn. Watch this. Okay, see the ticks? The tick is at what, 402? I hit hack step protocol, and she gets increased. Do it again. 410. I hit hack step protocol. It goes up to 492. 492. So it's getting an 82,000 per second damage boost for the duration of hack step protocol. And that works on everything too. Watch my fire. I'm going to do fire. Watch the damage per second. Boom, hack step protocol gets it. It just got increased by, I saw like a 40,000 increase per second in the big numbers. It went from 203 to 244. Or sorry, yeah, 203 to 244. So, yeah, 41,000 increase. That's major. And get this, your Vile Mask also gets that little boost as well. So if my Vile Mask activates and my Vile Mask is doing like 40,000 damage, and I activate Hack Step Protocol while that's going on, it's going to bump up that probably by about 25,000 per second for 10 seconds. That's major, because it really does increase your damn, your ticks as well with your Pestilence. I knew this forever, but I know a lot of people probably didn't realize this with System Corruption. And that makes for some good builds. Now, if we could just get some more System Corruption pieces, like if I could start farming it again, I probably could in the Dark Zone, but I'm not going to do that right now because there's so much cheating going on in the Dark Zone, it's not even funny. And I'm not even kidding. There's like invisibility glitch, there's the bulwark glitch, where you get like your guy just like recharges so quick with his armor, it's not even funny. So I mean, you can't really go to the Dark Zone to start farming this stuff because it's bad right now. And I'm not going to go to the Dark Zone and then, you know, finally a piece drops. That's the other thing too. It doesn't drop very much. So let me show you another thing. So back in the day, and I say back in the day because this was great back in when the game was new. See how you have all your, you know, all your targeted loot, right? See the Dark Zone? It's doing this. This is skill attachments there. Sokolov there. And aces and eights there. A long time ago, System Corruption always was a part of the targeted loot, but it was in one of the Dark Zones. So one of the Dark Zones would always have a System Corruption symbol, meaning it was in one of those, it would drop for sure if you went to one of these Dark Zones. Well, then they took it away. I need more pieces, though. I'm just showing this as I did it, right? You can do that. You can use your System Corruption the way you want. It'll still work the same. But I've got mine built around skill, right? So my System Corruption pieces are yellow. If you could get System Corruption with skill damage on it and then turn it into a yellow build, oh my god. Yeah. But yeah. So it used to drop in the Dark Zones because it was always targeted, and one of those Dark Zones would always have it. And I don't know why they ever took it away. It's not gone. You can still get it there, but it doesn't drop like it used to. And that's what I mean. Like, you're never seeing the symbol there anymore. Like, you never see it targeted in the Dark Zones at all. Well, that too, if somebody's running away from you and you get pestilence ticks on them and you decide, hey, I'm going to activate my hack step protocol because he's running away, there's a good chance he's probably going to die fast. Now, I'm going to explain something that's very important about this. Now, my backpack is not yellow, unfortunately, and neither is this. I'm trying to get some, I'm trying to level up so I can change this into a... Okay, so I got the contractor's gloves. This is the way I got them. I'm going to roll this into a yellow when the time comes. Possibly. Or I might just leave it as is, because it's pretty good as it is anyways. But anyways. You don't have to use the Vile Mask. I just use it because I'm using these two skills. you can use it the way you want. You can put something else there if you want. Maybe put a wyvern piece there or something, you know what I mean? And I should really be using this too as well when I get the chance, because this has perpetuation on it, which grants 50% status effect damage and duration to the next status effect you apply. I should be using this, but I don't. I forget to use it. Yeah, the DZ, the no-no. So I wanna farm, and this is why I want them to bring it back. I want them to. So what I want them to do is when you go to like Countdown or you go to the Summit, they need to add system corruption to the loot pool. If they're not going to fix the Dark Zone, then they need to address this problem with system corruption. We can't farm it because it's. I mean, you can try to, if you can stay alive, because if they use the invisibility glitch, you're dead. And you're not going to see it coming. Because you can't see them when they do this shit. They'll kill you and you can't kill them back. It doesn't matter what you have. Like you could throw a hive down, you won't kill them. Because it doesn't know they're there. That's what makes that's what makes that bug very dangerous, is the fact that your skills won't respond to it. Nothing will. Because it doesn't know that person exists. It's not recognizing that. The fact that they're there. I've already been a victim of this a couple of times in the Dark Zone because I was trying to get some more system corruption pieces. And it doesn't drop. It's very rare that it drops. Like you'll get it some. If you can get a legacy cache, then you might get some. I've gotten a couple pieces through there. But for the most part, it's really hard. It doesn't drop like it used to. So they need to address that issue because I really like system corruption. Because it's an all-around build. Like it's not just giving you bonus armor, and it's not just giving you weapon damage. It's also helping out your bleeds, your ticks. It also increases them for 10 seconds. It's not really, yeah. It's more of a rare drop in the DZ now. I think I've seen it drop once in like the past 8 months when I went in the DZ, but I don't really go in the DZ anymore because. I mean, I still know how to PvP. I went in there the other day and killed 4 people that were manhunt. And I was using my Revenus. I was using my Revenus build. And I'm not even kidding. I marked this guy like 5 times and then he tried to rush me and I switched hands to activate the damage. One shot, dude. One shot killed him. As soon as I got the Revenus hit on him, boom, dead. His buddy came, boom, dead. Marked him. Switched hands, bang, he's dead. Like this went down so quick. 4 guys dead within like probably less than a minute. My Revenus. I was an all red build, right? So I was doing massive damage. Like each one of my Revenus hits after I got the damage on them was doing like 7 or 8 million. Just one bullet. And that's not cheating, that's legit, right? That's what the Revenus is all about. It also gives you bonus armor as well, right? Like I could probably use the Revenus with this build. And I bet you it would increase my damage. I don't know for sure, but I'm going to see if I can. See how it works? You have to get stacks, obviously. And you gotta hit the target. So I'm gonna bring it closer. Oh, don't do that. Come on. I'm trying to remember. Right? I don't have any red, so I know the Revenus feeds off of red, right? So, and I don't have any red, so but still, it's doing 2.3 million. I mean, if you did that a couple of times, like, let me see. Well, see, this all started. Now let me. I'm trying to explain this as best as I can. It all started in conflict, and it all started in a patch a long time ago. I think it was TU12. TU12 or 13. I can't remember which one it was. It started this shit, and it started in conflict. Conflict had this invisibility glitch with the mortar turret. And this guy, there was a guy, I can't remember what his name is now. I'd know it if I saw him. He still plays Conflict. It all started there. And this guy we were playing a match. I used to play Conflict like religiously. I was really good at it. And we all got killed by this guy. And we didn't even see it coming, right? Because when he was using the invisibility glitch and the mortar turret, you don't see that. Like normally when somebody fires a mortar turret at you, you have this big red circle that like is near you or whatever if somebody's got a target on you. So you can, it tells you it's coming and you can get out of the way. Well, in the invisibility glitch, you don't hear the shot and you don't see the circle. So that's the difference. All you see is you're dead, right? You know how you got killed because it shows you how you got killed by a mortar turret, and you're like, wait a minute, like something's not right because I should have seen a red circle, like, and I should have heard the shot, but I didn't. And next thing you know, you're dead, right? So that was, and then so what happened was they tried to fix it, and they patched the game, and what happened was when they patched the game, the next day I went to log on, and it wasn't just me. It was just certain, like, it was some people experienced this. My character was missing because when they patched it, they screwed up some people's characters, and mine happened to be one of those characters. So I couldn't log into my main character for like 4 days until they finally fixed it. And when I got back on my character, my revenus was gone. And I had just earned that revenus. So I put a ticket into Ubisoft to get it back, and they said they couldn't do anything about it, even though they fucked the patch up. It's not like it wasn't my fault they screwed it up. But they told me pretty much in a nutshell, too bad, so sad, you're gonna have to get another one. You're on your own. And I was pissed off because the revenus, I actually did the raid for it, and the very first time I did the raid, guess what I got? A revenus. First time. Eagle Bearer, the first time I did the raid. First time I got it. So, it was missing. So, about 2 or 3 days ago, I was on my other character. And I was going through, I had never touched this guy's weapons. Like, I never went through his weapons before. I just went through the gear that I had on him. And I decided, oh, let's see what he's got for weapons. So I open his weapons up, and guess what's there? My revenus is in his inventory. And I'm like, what? What? Like, that, I would never give this weapon to my other character, ever, in a million years. So I know that they screwed up something. So when they screwed it up, they gave my revenus back to the other character instead of the one it should have been on. So I was happy I got it back. I put it in my stash, and I went and got on my main character and took it back. But I was pissed because I was like, all these months I've been wanting to do the raid and get myself another one, and it's sitting on my other character the whole time. And they could have told me that. Like, hey, we gave it back, and it's on your other character. Or you can do, whoops. Or you can, yeah, or you can use that. Or you can use this. I just want to show you the bleed real quick. So the bleed is only 50,000. 26,000. 26. I'm just going to let this run out real quick and show you again. It's 50,000.
Agent requesting backup.
Okay. It just went up to 60,000 when I activated Hackstep Protocol for 10 seconds. See, it's back down to 50,000. So, yeah. So basically, you know when somebody fires a mortar turret, you hear that boom, right? You hear a noise as it's firing. And then you'll see like a circle somewhere. You'll see a red circle, right? Either it's near you or, not too far away. But this guy was using it and he was invisible, so you didn't hear that shot go off, and it was basically silent, and then next thing you know, you're dead. Like, you're dead. You didn't even go down, you were dead instantly. Like, 4 of us died instantly from this guy. I can't remember what his name is now. I'd know it if I saw it. I won't play against him. If I see him in conflict, if I play conflict and I see him, I'll back out because he's still using it. Anyways, after that shit went down, there was one more incident before the Dark Zone glitch happened. There's many Dark Zone glitches, but there was one glitch. I don't know if they fixed it or not. These guys were running around with purple pistols. I think it had to be a certain one though. And they were doing about 29, 30 million damage with these things. And I noticed that 4 people were running around one-shotting everybody with a purple pistol that was like below level. It was like a level, I don't know if it was level 40 or what it was, I don't know, level 30. So what was happening there was the game was trying to compensate and bring it up to par with everybody else, because that's what it does, right? Your weapons, it tries to normalize it. But it overcompensated, like a lot. So people were taking advantage of that shit. And that was that shit. And then now the invisibility thing is going on. There was the busy bee thing, right? Remember when it was giving you skill damage? Like, and they fixed that one. So there's a bunch of glitches that were going on that people were abusing in the Dark Zone. Now there's the Bulwark one as well. You got the pretty much God mode fucking Bulwark one that's going on now. People use the shield and then you can't kill them. It has something to do with the catharsis. I know it does. Because I saw somebody running the Bulwark here, 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 and here. And they were running the catharsis here. And they were running the Emperor's Guard here. Okay, so that's what they were running. You lost your Regulus? Oh, fuck, I'd be so fucking mad about that one. That's one thing that would piss me off. You know what's really pissing me off right now is I can get the Regulus. If I could get into somebody's thing, like if I could get into the raid and do the raid, I can get the Regulus because I have everything done. All I have to do is go to Iron Horse, kill all the bosses, and take each exotic component that they drop, and it either drops for me at the end of the raid, or I come back to Washington and put it together after the raid's over. Either way, it's a win-win situation. The problem is I got to be able to get into the raid with people that know what the fuck they're doing to get it. That is like the one weapon and the only weapon that I don't have is the Regulus. Because it was hard to get into. Yeah, there was an issue that I was told about going into conflict. Somebody told me not to go into conflict or something. They might have fixed that now, but it was taking people's shit away, their expertise. I think they fixed it because I've been in conflict not long ago, actually. And I was still happy with my performance in conflict. I was still killing people like crazy. So when I go into conflict, I don't use fire. I don't use any of that shit. I use hardwired. But I have hardwired set up differently than most people. I use explosive delivery or I use glass cannon. But my glass cannon that I put on my guy is different than most people's. Most people would put glass cannon on like a wyvern piece or something like that, right? Not me. I'll show you. I put glass cannon on a China light piece. And the reason why I put it on a China light piece is because you also get 15% explosive damage, right? So it makes sense. Now, the problem with that, there is no problem with that. I can keep spamming explosive secret mines and killing people like crazy. Because most people, and this is true facts, most people when they see you with a secret mine, they will go for a hazard build. And I just want to... Yeah, I know. I've seen it once or twice. Yeah, so they gotta fix a lot of things in the Dark Zone. So this is why I said do you really want to go in the dark zone and try to farm system corruption, or should they just put it in the loot pool? And I think they should just put it in the loot pool because I can't. I'm not going to spend hours and hours and hours trying to get a piece out of the dark zone because somebody decides that once I finally get a piece, he's going to start his shit with his, like his invisibility bullshit or something. You know what I mean? Like, I got killed last night. I wasn't streaming, but I was in the dark zone. I got killed a couple times in the dark zone. Somebody was invisible. I was like completely in an area that there's no way they could hit me from, so they had to have been close by. I couldn't see them, and I saw their name go up, and I'm just like, how? Like, he's not there. Like, I'm in an area that there's all walls around me, and he's killing me. So obviously he's invisible. That's obvious. There's no, there's no way, there's no angle for him to shoot me from if he was outside, for example, or something. Like, there's no angle. I had completely surrounded in an area. I don't know. But I was trying to fight this guy the other day. This is before I knew about this shit. I didn't know. I had no idea. I had no idea that the bulwark shit was going on in the dark zone until the other day when I tried to fight somebody. I was like, why is this guy fucking healing? Like, this guy is healing like so fast. Like, this reminds me. It was like a deja vu of True Patriot. If you guys remember True Patriot when it first came out, it was ridiculous. Like, your heals were off the fucking charts. If you had a pestilence and you were running True Patriot, you were not dying. You were not dying back in the day. That's what this was reminding me of. I was getting like an instant deja vu, like, oh, True Patriot back or something? Like, what the fuck is this? Like, I immediately, that's the first thing I thought of is, what is this? Like, how is this guy healing so fast? Like, I'm putting out like 12 million damage. Like, what the fuck is going on? And then, of course, he killed me, right? Because I couldn't kill him because he was healing so fast. And then he has the audacity to call me a fucking bum or something like that. And I'm like, dude, I don't know what you're using, buddy, but it's not legit. I can tell you that much. I've played this goddamn game since day one. I hate when people do that. Like, when they're using a glitch and then they have the audacity to chirp you. Like, dude, the fuck? You have no leg to stand on. When you're glitching in a game and you're killing people and chirping at them, you have no business chirping at somebody. When I go into conflict, I always use hardwired, because I can kill people like bang, bang, bang. I don't need decoys. I can show you something really cool though. I bet you never seen a decoy like this one. Let me just not go in here for a second. Let me just save this, because I was playing around with this. I'm going to save this right here. We're going to see if I can get my hardwired build out. I think this is it. This is it? Yeah, this is my glass cannon. But I'm going to actually switch this to my other one instead. I got two versions of this. I have this one, which is explosive delivery. This is the one I'm going to show you. So this decoy actually can kill people. This is a very, very nasty decoy. One that you don't really see. I don't think you've probably ever seen anybody do this. And if you have, it's going to be extremely rare. But imagine if you're hiding behind cover. You're this guy right here hiding behind cover, and I do this. First thing you're thinking is, oh, it's just a decoy, right? Yeah. That's not just a decoy. That's an explosive decoy. Right? And I can just do this. And I can do this and do it again. Rinse and repeat. Yeah? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, an explosive because I'm using explosive delivery, right? So it makes my decoy be explosive. It makes all my shit. Like, even this, if I throw this at them. Like, imagine somebody thinks that's just a harmless decoy and that happens to them, right? Whoops. Anyways, I like doing this, so I gotta wait for that to. No, I don't. I like doing this to people. That's what I like doing. This is why I like explosive delivery. I'll show you why. Most of these things are not gonna live from this. Now, just a heads up. If that was a human, like if I threw this at a human like this, they wouldn't live. Remember, I'm going to say this before we get too far into this. Today is a Remembrance Day, so remember 11 o'clock or 11:01. Yeah, I think it's 11. Yeah, it's 11th hour, so it's 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock, and it's 13 minutes to 11. I tell people this every year, right? Because there's people out there that I've heard a lot of people say, you know, like lots of bad shit, and I'm like, you know, these guys, these guys went to war for us, so we can give them 1 minute of silence. Because you wouldn't be playing your PlayStation, you wouldn't be doing this, you wouldn't be doing that. If Hitler would have won, this world would be a lot different. So we got to remember that, because a lot of people take that shit for granted. I had well, through my bloodline, I had people that were related that were in the World War II. I remember, yeah, exactly. Ugh. So you got to remember, um, there is those people out there that just do whatever they want. I don't know. It's how do you say it nicely? They're like a virus. They just keep, just keep attacking shit until it's gone, using up all shit. They don't give a shit about anybody else. Um, and then their opinions are fucked up too. But imagine this world, what it would be like if the Allies would have lost. It would not be the same, I'll tell you that right now. We probably wouldn't have the freedoms we have. We'd probably be getting, yeah, they'd probably be testing us like guinea pigs or some effed up shit. And that works tenfold here, right? So you can do this. I don't want to do it because I'll take my damage down a little bit, but I could technically do this. Whoops. I've killed people in the DZ with that. Actually, a guy was hiding behind cover like this. So let me explain how this works real quick before we get to 11 o'clock. We got 10 minutes. Um, so in conflict, this guy was hiding behind cover like this because he saw I was shooting at him, right? So I threw my shit like this.
Agent in need of backup.
But the circle that appears, this one right here, if I'm hiding by, see how that goes around? It's like, see how that surrounds me? It doesn't hurt me. The explosion doesn't hurt me. But if somebody is hiding behind cover and that circle goes around them, as long as it goes all the way around them and they're in that circle, they don't see that circle, by the way. That gray circle, only I see that. That will get them through cover. It doesn't matter if he's hiding like this behind cover. It will go through cover and get him, just like the oxidizer does when you hit the cover with it. It goes through and gets them. Same idea with that. And they don't know that, right? They hear a secret mine, they hear it go off, like they hear it moving, but they don't expect that initial explosion. And this is what it looks like from afar when you throw it at somebody. Dead. Like night night. Now it works with I would love to use the multis. And sometimes if I do some PvE, I'll use the multis because, you get the same explosion, right? And I can show you. You get the same explosion with those two, only it's nastier because it spreads to everybody else. There's multi-explosions instead of one. Like, that's a lot of explosions. Let's do it again. Now I can go back to the way I was before, because I'm not using the bleed, right? Actually, no, put that back. So let's use the explosion. Oops. I've been playing too much friggin' Overwatch. I keep trying to use my thing. I keep trying to use my D-pad to do this shit. Okay, so now I have double bleed. Now, again, if that was PvP or conflict PvP, the target's not going to live to see the next day. He's dead. He's dead after the second explosion. The first one's going to really hurt him, and the second one's going to finish him off. And it's going to be simultaneous, as you saw. Like this. There's no chance that he's going to be able to move out of the way. He's dead. And if his buddies are near him, they're dead too. Now, getting to my point, I don't care if they bleed. I do not care if they bleed, because here's the thing. Let me get into a darker area. Let me just look at the time too. Okay. Still got 7 minutes. Okay, so a lot of people have resistance to stuff. Right? These two things here, you get 50% pulse resistance from your specialization. Doesn't matter which one you're running, they all have 50%. Oh, that was my second thing too. Sorry. We'll just put this on pause for a minute. So when I was using my system corruption build, that's the other thing. You get 40% disrupt resistance and you get 40% pulse resistance. So if you're running system corruption, you're going to have 90% pulse resistance right off the top. That's before putting any mods on. Just automatically. You get 50% from your specialization, 40% from system corruption. So you got 90%. Same thing with this. Same thing with your disruption. You're going to have 40% right off the hop. And you're going to get another 10% from your watch, as long as you're at shade level 1000, which I definitely am. I'm almost double that. So I'm going to have 50% right off the top. Before I even do anything, I'm going to have 50% disrupt resistance, and I'm going to have 90% pulse resistance right off the hop. That's before any mods. And I'm going to have 10%, everything else. Like I said, you get 10% hazard protection from your watch, as long as you're at shade level 1000. Because your watch is maxed out, so you have everything, right? Now moving to this one, when you're using hardwired, and I'm going to say this because I've had so many people that I have murdered so many people in the dark zone. I've murdered so many people in conflict. I don't even want to know how many. I could just imagine the numbers are probably in the thousands, hundreds of thousands, with this build. So most people will see your build and they won't really look at it too much. They'll just see that you're a skill build and you have, you have explosive seeker mines, so you're going to make them bleed, and you got a hive, you're going to make them bleed. So what they're going to do is they're going to throw on hazard protection 100%. Here's what they forget though. Hazard protection protects you from bleed, blind, burn, disorient, disrupt, ensnare, poison, shock. It's a lot, right? But what it doesn't cover is pulse and explosive resistance. So guess what my build is? It's all built on explosive damage and skill damage. Because I know that 99% of motherfuckers don't have explosive resistance. So that's how I'm going to kill them. Now, I don't know if anybody's ever watched the popular show, but maybe they recognize this statement. Everybody has a weakness, you just have to find it. That is everybody's weakness right there in this game. I can guarantee you that. There's going to be the odd person that knows about this, but for the most part, most people are not caring if they have explosive resistance, which allows me to take advantage of that. Because I know that most people are not running that. So guess how I'm going to kill them? Pretty simple. Explosive damage. Explosive and skill damage. And yes, my name is Terry. It's just my last name's not Silver. It's just Terry. So my first name is the same as his. So yes. So, and the other one is pulse. Most people only have the 50% pulse resistance because hazard protection does not give you pulse resistance. They have pulse resistant mods though. So if you want to have a true hazard build, you need to start thinking about explosive resistance and pulse resistance. Because there's ways around that shit. There's ways around hazard. It doesn't matter if you have 100%. It's not going to help you if you have 10% explosive resistance. Because when I'm looking at your stats, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking at your weakness. I'm going to find it too, every time. And this is where I'm going to find it. Right here. Whoops. One of these two, right here. Depending on what I see, that's what I'll use. So if I see that you have pulse resistant weakness, and let's say you have like 100% explosive resistance somehow. I don't know how, but let's just say you did for shits and giggles. That means your pulse resistance is probably still only 50%. So guess what I'm putting on? Heartbreaker. Heartbreaker build, because I know that it's going to be your weakness. Because you only have this. And if I see this as the way it is now, I'm going to throw something on that's going to be explosive. Alright, let me just mute this for a minute and get ready because we have 1 minute. Overwatch 2 is what I play. I don't know if that makes a difference. I never have any lag with Overwatch 2. It's great. I've actually been playing a lot of that lately. I really like it. But yeah, just give me a minute because we're at 11 o'clock now. Well, we got 1 minute. Probably 30 seconds, actually. We have to get the 1 minute of silence.
enforcement or military experience will be prioritized.
If that transmitter fails, we're screwed. So let's make sure it doesn't fail, okay?
Uh-huh. Could use some more crafting materials. Really should make me some nice comfy chair.
Weekly medical checkups are compulsory. Please visit the clinic to book a time slot. Failure to comply could lead to the expulsion from the secure area.
All right. I'm sure there was people out there that probably didn't do that, but I do. But that's the difference between being grateful for our freedom and people that don't care, right? There's glow sticks on my arms? I never really noticed that. Is that glow sticks on my arms? I think it is. Right? Yeah, they're glow sticks. Or flares. One of the two. Give me 1 second here. I just gotta check the mail real quick.
Food rations will be restricted for the next 24 hours. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Goddamn right.
There we go. Sorry. Honestly, I forgot that today was Remembrance Day, like up until about an hour ago. And I realized what today was when I looked down and saw the 11:11. Usually I know though, like I don't miss that moment. What's interesting? You're seeing me running. I need to. No, hold on. The reason why I was running Firewall with this build is because you get 20% burn duration. Usually I use Fire and Bleed. but I normally use this when I'm going to use it. But this one I'm really liking because, like I said, I can make a lot of damage happen. And what's really funny about this is the fact that nobody sees it. Nobody sees it coming. Like, they're bleeding and they're like, oh, I'm just bleeding, and then all of a sudden you activate hack step protocol and it increases the bleed that's current. It increases the damage the bleed's doing over time while it's activated on somebody, or ads for that matter. So that's why I said I would love to have the ultimate build that I want to try to build with this system corruption, because these pieces are not rolled the way I want them to be rolled, first of all. That's why I said they need to bring it into the loot pool, and the reason why, like I said, the reason why I want it in the loot pool is because they currently don't have any plans to fix the dark zone, apparently. So, and secondly, it's very rare that it drops there. So they need to bring it to the loot pool so that we can just go to targeted loot and get system corruption pieces. Or let us build it somehow without using the needing the cores or something. But the way I want to run this system corruption build is I want these all to be yellow. Actually, no, you know what? Just these three. I'm happy the way it is. And make this yellow. Sorry, and just leave this one blue. But what I want to do is I want to get this to have skill damage, skill damage, skill damage, skill damage, so that it does more damage, obviously. Because I don't have to use this, and I don't have to use the pestilence. I can just use this. This is good enough too. Because it gives me initial damage. The key thing with this whole thing, though, is you have to have the backpack on, because, and I'll show you why. So normally you have, it says increases total weapon damage by 1% per 5% bonus armor gained, up to 20% weapon damage. It depends on how much bonus armor you have in place. If you don't have the backpack on, then you only get 50%. But if you have the backpack on, you get 100% bonus armor, which allows you to get maximum weapon damage. That's why you need to have the backpack. Plus, here's the difference. If I take this backpack off and I switch it out, I don't have to wear this. Like, I don't have to wear the vial mask. I'm just doing it to be a dick. Because then if I make somebody bleed, it'll activate the vial mask, and then I can make both of them stronger for 10 seconds when I activate my hack step protocol. Because that's exactly what it does, right? It also does that as well. So what I was leaning more towards, though, was this, actually. Because the oxidizer is immune to everything. There is nothing in this game that will stop the oxidizer. Nothing. It doesn't matter what status effect you try to cover up, because it's not a status effect, right? So normally, as you can see, the damage was getting increased. I can make the damage even more when I do this. I just went from 164,000 to 203. Or sorry, 214. That's what I'm saying. Like any bleed, fire, anything. If you have fire or bleed on somebody, and I activate Hackstep Protocol, it's now doing way more damage. You can see the chunks going off quicker, but as soon as it deactivates, it's slower, right? See? So you can see the damage numbers. I need a single target, but I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can get it to show the numbers on this particular range, and I don't know why that is, but we're gonna try it. I'm gonna go 15 feet away, or 15 meters. Sorry. Get this up to this, and we're gonna do this. Okay. Activate hack protocol. You can see the difference in the damage numbers. Now it's going back down because it's deactivated. So what was that at initially? Okay, so it went from 177 to 213. So that's a considerable fucking jump in damage. And that lasts for 10 seconds. And I'm also running the chest piece, which makes the protocol go down to 15 seconds instead of 20 seconds, because it's a 20-second cooldown timer. But if you're wearing the chest piece, it goes down to 15. Now, if you really wanted to make this nastier, the only thing you would have to do, like from a gear set point, I mean like as a whole, like not putting different stats on it. I mean like if the developers wanted to make this nastier, they could actually reduce that timer to 10 seconds, like Hardwired. So from 20 to 10 seconds. Could you imagine if you could activate that every 10 seconds? Holy fuck. But I'm not 100% all the way, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I took this away, it's going to make a big difference, and I can show you watch what happens when I take it away. So let me just let these stacks run it for a quick second. This is the best way to show it. Let me just kill this thing first. I'll just sit here and wait for the stacks to go away real quick. I want to show you the difference between taking this away and putting it back. I just got to make sure that I have something that's feasible to put on. Are the stacks gone yet? Yes, they are. Okay. So let's hit this without stacks. It does 109. I activate hack step protocol. It goes up to 142. Right, then it goes back down. Now, let's take this away. And let's put, where'd it go? Let's put this on. And let's see if I have one here too. Okay. If I was to roll one of these Brazos into a yellow, then yeah, that'd be nasty. But watch the difference. Watch, it's not going to be as strong, or it shouldn't be. Oh, it is, actually. 150, okay. Okay. Learn things every day. But, would it really be stronger if I put the thing back on? If I took these contractor gloves I have, and I rolled those to a yellow, which I've done before, I think it would actually it would definitely increase the damage. But the Brazos work just as good. Now the only thing I'm missing here is I just need to make, because I'm getting that skill tier, right? But I'm also getting a little bit of haste. This is a really different kind of thing, but I'm showing you what the possibilities are with this thing. You can do this whatever you want with this, but just take this into consideration that when you see this, when I'm doing this kind of skill damage, and then I activate Hackstep Protocol and you see it jump to 150,000 from 115,000, that makes you go, whoa, what the? And it actually ends up making it stronger when it ends. So remember, it started at 115,000. When I activated Hackstep Protocol, it went up to 150,000. But when it ended, did you notice how it was stronger? It wasn't 115,000 after it ended. It went to 125. So it's kind of nice because it kind of gives it like a little bit of a boost, a permanent boost, while it's activated, like while it's going. So it kind of bumps it up about 10,000 more damage per second. But when you activate Hackstep Protocol, it makes the damage. So once it ends, it goes to 125,000 from 115. See? So this is something you need to look at, because everybody always, like, I don't think anybody really understands how this whole system corruption works. They just see it as okay, I got bonus armor and I can do some more weapon damage with it. But you can also make your bleeds and everything else stronger as well. You can make your Vile Mask bleed work faster or harder. Like, it's not just weapon damage. And it's not just bonus armor. It's a 3-in-1. And if you use the capacitor, you get 60% skill damage from that. That's why I said, could you imagine if you you had skill damage on all your pieces, like including your system corruption pieces? You could potentially make this thing crazier. Not only does it make the bleed stronger, it makes the initial hit stronger as well, right? So let me just do this. Let's see if we can get a peek at how much damage it's doing. I can't see shit. I'm gonna have to wait for it to activate again. So it did 888,000 damage initially, like the initial hit before the bleed, before Hackstep Protocol was activated. Now let's activate Hackstep Protocol. It didn't look like it did much more. Let me try it again. Let me do it without it, actually, sorry. Because now I have no more stacks, right? So 720,000, 720,000, 720,000, 720,000. 865,000 when I activated. So that's, yeah, that's 145,000 increase. That's 145,000 per hit. Initially, 145k more damage when I activated off my Stinger Hive, like its initial hits. And if I add, obviously if I add more steel damage like this, it goes up to 1,000,000. Then I activate Hackstep Protocol, and it goes up to 1.247 million. It gets like a 247,000 fucking increase in damage. So, what does that tell me? It tells me that I am exploring an area that I doubt anybody really has. Right? That's exactly what it tells me. Now the potential is crazy, because now I can do whatever I want. I can start adding things to it. So I added 2 Brazos in there to get another skill tier. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I roll one of these pieces to another one, it would be 6. But even as a skill tier 5, it's doing a lot of damage, even without the stacks. I just want to play around with this over here real quick. I don't want to be on here too much longer, but I want to try this out here real quick.
We need you to secure a skyscraper. This may take a while. Hope you cleared your schedule.
And it's not just that either, right? So, like if I put a turret on, sniper turret to be exact, even a regular turret, it also affects their damage as well. I'm running the chest and the backpack, right? So it's probably gonna be rogue agents.
Rogue agent detected.
In that case, I'll just do this because rogue agents hate this shit. I'll show you. I'll show you what they hate. They hate these guys. They hate both of these things. And not only that, but I have hack step protocol, so I can increase the damage that these things are doing.
Rogue assault turret detected. Hostile assault turret detected. Rogue sniper turret detected. Hostile sniper turret detected.
Oh. No more sniper turret there. He's dead. Okay, my sniper turret's fucked up. Hold on a second. I don't care if he's healing, he's not gonna live. What's he throwing? Nope.
Rogue assault turret detected. Hostile assault turret detected.
Legendary rogue agents, pussies. You just got beat by system corruption, motherfucker. That's what I'm saying. You clearly saw that it was not major damage. I could have done more damage if I would have had different skills, but these skills are like, I don't know, the cooldown timer is a little bit better on some of them. I'm gonna go back to these, the basics. Okay, you gotta watch the big guy because I gotta break his thing, right? So I'm gonna be annoying with this guy because they're built for explosive shit, right? So you've got to make sure that you have something that's gonna take care of their problem. Oh, there's two of these motherfuckers. Oh boy. I don't know if they're fighting each other or they're gonna come after me. I think they're fighting each other. I don't know. Make sure his backpack's all messed up. Next step protocol is good for a couple of things. Boom. What bleed? I just took on two big guys and was like pretty easy. But the thing is, you got to remember with the big guys is the stuff that I was using for like the explosive seeker mine and stuff like that. Those big guys are built to withstand explosive damage. So you don't want to use that against them. You want to use like drone turrets. They don't like those because they kill them quick. They don't like those at all. And if I'm going to do this properly, then I need to have the proper things on this thing. Which is I need to make sure that I put Stinger Hive charges on there with damage. Whoops, and duration. I'm going to use explosive seeker mines. Gotta remember to make sure it has damage on it as well. So I've got almost 10% bonus damage on this seeker mine, plus my expertise. Now I could try something out that would make sense, and I'm going to show you something different. This might hurt a little bit, but we'll see. It's going to make my thing a little bit longer, but if I do this, I'm going to have to sacrifice. I'm going to have to sacrifice a Brazo piece, so now I might as well just put this back on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to multis, and because I'm running these two things,
Terminal in hostile control.
I'm probably going to die because I didn't do a good job. Oh. Oh, I did. Yeah, I knew I was gonna fucking die. So,
Objective killed.
let me see. So I'm gonna sacrifice that instead. This is how I do my builds. Okay, so I know that when I'm here, these fucking faggots like to come out. So this is what I'm gonna do. This is why you see me running my Scorpio more than my capacitor, because it deals with those fucking pieces of shit. So this time around, these cunts are gonna fucking think twice about rushing me, because they're gonna be laying on their backs. Right? That's why I like using the Scorpio. I know I should use the capacitor because I could get the extra skill damage, but sometimes when you have these Russian bitches,
Curtailed. Terminal in hostile control.
come on bitch, let's go. Bring your buddies. Oh, did you notice that they couldn't disrupt me? They back down. I gotta destroy 2 servers somehow.
Enemy's trying to flank us! Don't let them...
System back online. System curtailed. System restored. System malfunctioning.
Oh, you little
System
bastard.
reactivated. System curtailed. System restored.
Come on. That's because, that's right, because I put skill haste on. I can fix that problem in a second. Just give me 1 second.
System reactivated.
Fuck off.
Agents, back on their feet!
System curtailed. System back online.
Shit.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Come on.
System malfunctioning. System reactivated.
I'm gonna die.
System curtailed. System restored.
Yeah, I fucking knew that was gonna happen. Okay, I gotta fix that problem. Hold on. It's an easy fix, actually. Okay, Okay, so you take this piece right here, you go like this, you go like this, you go like, oops, no, this one. Okay, there's one. There's two. That should do it. That should give me some good resistance. I should be almost pretty much immune to this shit. It's because I have the chest. That's because I'm using the chest piece that I'm using, which I can easily take the status effects off and put a hazard there and put it to 99. But it's not a big deal.
System breach initiated.
Fucking, they're gonna kill me with it. Two robots are gonna kill me. There we go. That will repair 20% of my armor. It's not too much. Oh, this stupid fucking timer. I know I'm not gonna win this match. It's not. That wasn't the point.
The system has been breached.
I don't like those ones anyways. Not unless I'm using my striker build, then I like them.
Agent requesting backup.
Okay, there we go. Alright. Just, go here. Whoops. Just waiting for this to do this thing here. Okay. I'm trying to test this out.
Hostile drone detected.
Oh, yeah.
Rogue striker drone detected. Hostile striker drone detected.
Those are always fun. Let me just see that. Okay. Now the fun part. Oh, I hear robots. Nope, he didn't disrupt me.
Vital signs critical. System disrupted.
Yeah, it was so it was disrupted so long, like not even a fucking fraction of a second, and I was out of it. It's because my thing is not quite at what it needs to be, which is fine. Now, I'm just wondering here why that's not doing what it should be doing. Oh shit. Oh, there's two of them there. Fuck. God. Is there another one? I just heard another one up there. Just gonna start spamming this shit off in a minute. Definitely don't want to be in the way. Oh, you little cunt. There we go. That's that's precisely why I use the Scorpio, is in case I get those multi-rushers coming at me. Do 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 do. Anyways, the system corruption build, I like it. I like it. It works great. It does what it's supposed to do, and then some. There's a lot, like I said, a lot of people don't understand. Like,
Safe area entered.
they don't understand how good it actually is. Right? They see the bonus armor, they see the
HT&E
weapon
has
damage,
backup.
And what they don't see though is what the third thing it can do, which is increase your bleeds, the damage of your bleeds, and the damage of your oxidizer and fire, all that nice stuff. Okay, the stuff they don't see. This is the stuff they don't see. Like they don't see this. This is what they don't see right here. That's what I mean, or they forget about this. I just increased the strength of those bleeds. Massive destruction. Yeah, exactly. System corruption is good. Especially if you use it this way. I mean, you can just melt shit. And you can even go as far as doing this. Okay, and let's go back and do that again. Let's see the difference. Let's take a look at this from a different standpoint. Imagine if that was a yellow. Imagine if I turn these both into yellows. Let me just get rid of some of this shit, because I might be able to get rid of that. So this is how I'm going to get some ceramics. I don't think it's ceramics though. I'm going to keep that piece. Striker's got a headshot piece. Oh, nice. It's got perfect hazard. Okay. I don't know if it's money or if it's ceramics. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see what happens when we do this. Just real quick. It's a really fast test. I want to see the initial damage. 110,000, okay. 119.
Fear. You need to craft something?
Food rations will be restricted for the next 24 hours.
Recalibration station. Okay, so the gloves. Let's get those on a skill tier. Okay, so now we're playing with power. Let's see how this goes now. so named. Okay, so that just increased it by I'll tell you the true numbers right now. Oh yeah, that majorly fucking increases it. Now, I need a system corruption piece here, and I'm gonna actually put, I don't think I have it on me, but I'm gonna look. I might have it on me. Yes, I do. Double wyvern there. That brings it up to 252. Now let's see what happens if we put $136,000. Let's see what happens when we take this off and put that on instead, the red version of it. 136 to 124. Yeah, that's a big difference. What about this though? 126. Yeah, we're still losing 10 grand. So let's put this back on. So now this begs to differ. Let me see something, because now I'm really curious. Because I have a feeling. Now just bear with me here. I have a feeling that this might work. Just as I thought. Okay, so let's see the true damage. Do this. Actually, 10 meters. Okay. Just make sure it's ready. So let's see how much we can get it down. Hit that. Hit that. Yeah, big difference. Bye-bye. Let's saturate the ground here. Whoops. I did that. Screw that up. Saturation time. Wow, that's so nasty. Yeah. So anyways, that's system corruption. Um, People need to pay attention to that gear set more. They need to add that to the loot pool because it's just it's not feasible to go try to get it from the dark zone anymore. Alright guys, I gotta get off here and do some stuff, but I'll be back later, so take care and thanks for watching.